After Lost, Josh Holloway was a part of another sci-fi series, and it was the perfect successor to the groundbreaking ABC series, but alas, it only lasted 3 seasons. Lost is in the running for one of the most popular TV series of all time, even though it may not rank quite as high on the list of the best TV shows of all time. There was a point in time between 2004 and 2010 when it seemed like just about everyone was tuning into ABC every Wednesday to find out what was happening on this mysterious island. The amount of theorycrafting was unheard of, particularly as this was pre-internet, and it would take an encyclopedia to go through all the different science fiction and mystery elements that make up Lost. The series also introduced some new faces to the Hollywood landscape, including Josh Holloway as the dashing anti-hero Sawyer. Holloway had his career energized with Lost and has been steadily working since. A few years after Lost, he even starred in a similar science fiction show that could have been a veritable successor to Lost. Sadly, it ended after 2 seasons. Colony was a sci-fi show set in the aftermath of an alien invasion. Josh Holloway plays a collaborator who becomes a resistance member. Colony was a science fiction drama that premiered in 2016 on USA Network and was set in a dystopian near-future version of Los Angeles. Shortly before the events of the series, a robotic alien race invaded the Earth and put down mile-long walls all across the globe, separating major population centers into tightly controlled blocks. The invaders, hosts, have empowered a small group of humans to rule over the rest of humanity so that the hosts' purposes are served. Created by Carlton Cuse and Ryan Condal, Colony stars Josh Holloway as Will Bowman, a former Army Ranger and FBI agent living in the new Los Angeles. After being separated from his son when the walls came down, Will joined the Red Hats, human enforcers working for the hosts, to protect his family. As the series goes on, Will learns of resistance movements fermenting around the globe, including one involving his own wife, played by Sarah Wayne Callies. How Colony was similar to Lost, and how it was different. Josh Holloway plays a similarly tough character. Will, Josh Holloway, protecting his family in Colony. Like Lost, Colony took its time explaining what was really going on in its story. The identity of the alien invaders, for example, is not revealed until later in Season 1, raising questions about whether extraterrestrial menaces are the real threat or if it's the humans at home. Aliases also play a huge role in both shows. Holloway's characters in both series are perfect examples. Sawyer is a false name, as is Will Sullivan. The name Will Bowman works under to avoid detection by the hosts. Both series start off with a large craft falling from the sky. In Lost, it's an airplane. In Colony, it's an alien spacecraft, though we only hear about this descent, we don't see it happen. Holloway also plays a familiar character in both series. Will and Sawyer are both hard-as-nails characters willing to do whatever they can to protect those they love. Of course, Will is a more admirable character from the jump than Sawyer is. However, Lost is a much more philosophical show, and the questions it ends up asking are more philosophical than the procedural ones in Colony. Why Colony was cancelled after 3 seasons. Colony was losing viewers each season. Will Bowman, Josh Holloway, looking nervous in Colony. Sadly, Colony never got to finish its story because it was cancelled after Season 3, via deadline. Despite getting off to a strong start in the ratings with 2.2 million viewers in the first season, viewership dropped in Season 2, and then again in Season 3, ending at around 1.3 million viewers with 394,000 adults 18 to 49, the lowest demo season average among the USA drama series of the time. Between Seasons 2 and 3, Colony lost its CA tax credit and had to relocate from LA to Vancouver, forcing a major story change. All these hurdles proved too much for the series, and it ended without a proper finale. Josh Holloway's new sci-fi series was just what Lost viewers were looking for, and there still hasn't been anything to fill that void since.